Okay, this is the first time ever ordering from Fitment Industries. I'm unboxing the one that kind of looks the worst first. But let's get this out open here and see what we got. I'm hoping that the lugs and stuff are in one of these. I haven't received a separate box or anything, so I take it they're inside of a wheel. And we will see. Now these are general tires. And this is their road race tire. No, I'm not near the tire itself, by the way. There's a protective foam, as you can see. And those are those. Wow. Quite beautiful. Look at that. That's a beautiful wheel right there. Very, very nice. So I'm going to set this to the side. And we'll grab another one. And see if we can find the lug and bolt, the lug nuts here. So everything checked out okay. Everything is good. And then after when they do their wheel balance summary, before and after, everything checks out. We'll have to figure out which ones are which. I believe they have what they added for ounces on them. So we're actually going to know how they put these on the car, which is really cool. Everything's good, guys. Okay, so we got them on. It is very cold out. We're going to take this thing for a test drive real quick, but she's looking good, right? I think she sits nice and stout. Fills the wheel wells out very nicely and nice and wide. Definitely the look I'm going for. And this is the old 2012 Genesis. And she's iced up pretty good right now, as you can see. And yeah, when we do this in the driveway like this is horrible. Now, I did test fit the back ones first. You'll probably see in the video. And what I discovered was I had an issue with the fronts, with a little bit of rub on the upper control arm bar. And so we had to space them out a little bit. But, man, is this working out nicely. So it gives the car definitely a lot different of a character. And we'll take it for a test drive here. And it is cold, as you can see, the windows and the frost on the ground, as well as the ice in the driveway. Yeah. Whole different appearance. But she looks good. She looks mean. She's looking pretty stout. And I'm digging it. Normally I wouldn't be driving this car in this weather, but we got to test them out and make sure everything's fine. What we're going to do is make sure we don't got no shakes or shimmies with the spacers on. And then we are going to do a little bit of a high-speed run up to about 130 real quick on an old abandoned road we have around here. And it's not a state-owned road, so totally legal. And we'll make sure we got no shakes or shimmies. We'll come back and we'll torque them up. But there you go. 2012 Genesis. Fits nicely. Tires are a 19 by 10 wide. And they are an XO Helsinki. And as you can see, they got a bit of a dish to them. And the tires are the general 595 RSRR. They're a road race tire for competition use only, of course. Very horrible in this kind of weather. Don't expect to move if you're on any kind of icy surface or snowy surface. That's for sure. You're just going to spin. But reviews on these tires are pretty much all over the place. I kind of know what to expect from them. I know they're going to be kind of a loud tire. Due to the tread pattern, people refer to these as sounding like being buzzed by an airplane. But I can't imagine them being real loud. But I think I know the sound they're talking about, because with road race tires, you get that. So, well, there you go, guys. Yes, you see my little Tyrannosaurus on the side. That's
That's an inside joke between some friends of mine. So if you're wondering what that's about, but there you go, guys. There's my frozen front lip carbon spoiler. That's always nice. All right, let's take this thing for a ride and see how she's gonna go.
So I've got the general road race tire on the Genesis here, and I'm just taking it for a spin here. It is cold out, it's low 30s, and let's see exactly. I take that back. It's 23, and they're even still grippy on this cold ground. Everything they said about the noise about these tires is correct. They do sound like you're being buzzed by an airplane, but it's not obnoxious. It sounds like a race car tire. That's what it sounds like. Very cool, very smooth. I did run into an issue. These wheels and tire combo was ordered through Fitment Industries. I did run into one issue, and that is the front wheels were rubbing. It's not an upper control arm, but it's linked to the upper control arm. There's an A-arm that comes down. And it was slightly rubbing on that by about 1 millimeter. So I actually had to pick up some spacers, and I actually picked up some cheap-ass Dorman spacers. Now, if you know how to install Dorman spacers, I've not seen one video of anybody installing a Dorman spacer correctly, by the way, because they're not hub-centric. People get vibrations. I have literally no vibrations. I just had this thing up to 135 with no vibration. So I know they're working properly, but there is a proper way. If we get a chance, I'll show you how to install those. For those of you who just don't like wheel spacers, they've been used on race cars for many, many years, especially the hub-centric ones. Those are fantastic. But you can get away, as long as you're not going too big, with inexpensive spacers, if you're in thin ones, if you're just looking to gain a millimeter or two, 5, what have you. And that's what I needed. So I'm not going with a hub-centric spacer because these are going to be fine. There's no shakes, there's no shimmies. I'm never going to worry about my wheels flying off. But if you're worried about shakes and shimmies, there is a proper way to install them. And it takes a little bit of know-how and a little bit of work and adjustment to do it. It's actually pretty simple, so we'll get to that sometime too. But yeah, these are working great, and this Genesis that you guys haven't seen yet is a badass car. If you guys want to look one up quick before we get into more videos on this car, go ahead. This is a 2012 Hyundai Genesis. You'd be surprised how good these cars move. So stick around. There's going to be a lot more videos, and yeah, pretty cool. I'm digging this car. We're going to go back into the driveway, and we're going to torque our lugs down one more time, because you always want to check them after a drive. When you first install your tires, wheels, and spacers, make sure you double check them and torque them. I do mine to 75 foot-pounds. Anywhere between 70 and 80 is pretty good for these wheels. So, and we'll see if they've changed spec. If they haven't changed spec, drive it a little farther, because they will. Make sure that they're tight, because they will come loose. They always loosen up a little bit. So come back, just make sure they're right, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching Full Street Beats, Cars and Guitars, and have a great day.